Well, I guess we finally have to do this, don't we? Hey everybody, what is going on? We are back with another video, and yes, finally we're here after what felt like years, but was practically months of begging the Pittsburgh Steelers to sign TJ Watt and keep him in Pittsburgh. They have in fact done so, and he's back for 3 years, and it very possibly could be the last contract that he signs. I guess we're gonna find out here. Now, I have a lot of things that I want to get to as far as this whole deal, but I want to just go over some housekeeping stuff really quickly. Big week coming. I mean, today is Monday. I'm filming this, I'm gonna edit this, I'm gonna put it out. I'm so tired. It's gonna be a crazy, crazy week, but I promise you, if you stick with me, there's gonna be a lot of goodies this week. Today, we've got the TJ Watt video that came out. If you saw my Twitter and Instagram, by the way, links to those are in the bios and everything. And below, I'm not good at YouTube yet. I'm getting there. That'll be there. Tomorrow, big announcement coming probably tomorrow. I'll announce it. I'll make the quick video and announce it. For Wednesday, for all of my actual part of my name is NEPA, N-E-P-A. So you come to this channel for Steelers content, or you can come for this channel for high school football content in the area, because I am a reporter. The Dream Game on Wednesday, for those of you who are interested in that coverage. I'm not guaranteed to get that video out that night. That's gonna be a long night for me, and I am running on 3 hours of sleep. I've been here at the office, the station, if you will, since about 5 o'clock this morning. I've been here for 13 and a half hours. After this video, it'll be about 14. I'm gonna need to sleep. Tomorrow, I got some stuff that I gotta do, and then I have to get everything in a row. So it's gonna be busy up to that Wednesday. On Wednesday, we have the Dream Game, and it's gonna be great. Everything is lovely, fine and dandy. And then for Thursday, we are going to drop the second part of that announcement. So I'm actually gonna write that in here on my calendar. And to be honest with you, this whole thing it seems like a lot of hoopla, but I promise you, once you know what's coming on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you're gonna be real excited. I'm so excited, and I will just give you this much. The people who are involved were very accommodating, and I am very, very grateful that they were as accommodating as they are. Now, look at me for just one quick second. With that comes some interesting, I guess we won't call it bad news. I am trying to get everything taken care of here. So I guess here's the bad news. With this big, powerful week that's coming, I'm going to ask you a favor, because it's not bad news. I never have bad news when coming to you guys, because you guys take care of me, and I'm really, really thankful for that. Look, I'm gonna need y'all to continue to like these videos and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I am trying to grow. Eventually, my goal is to be able to live stream on YouTube. But unfortunately, you have to have certain qualifications or whatever. You gotta have a certain amount of subscribers and this and that. I don't care about being monetized right now. That's not my main goal. My main goal is to be able to live stream. That's what I wanna do. Currently, we are pretty low on subscriber count as far as I'm looking right now, and I'm looking in real time. That way I don't have to try and remember information or whatever. I'm looking in real time. So right now we are at 19. I need, I believe, 100. So that means that we need 71, I believe.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I don't know how math works. I'm not very good at math. But we need 100. That's the bottom line. So if you would like to help me out, if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe, like these videos, and I'm putting shorts out, man. I'm doing so much stuff for this channel. I have invested money into this. I have invested a lot of things into this, because eventually I know at the end of the day, you guys are gonna put out and help me as well. Let's get into the video. TJ Watt, huge huge deal that he is staying in Pittsburgh because, well, he is TJ Watt. Now, real quick, I just want to make sure everybody understands. There's not a lot to talk about in this video. There's not a lot to dispute in this video. This is going to be a quick video. Okay, let's lay down the lesson. TJ Watt, the main man for the Pittsburgh Steelers, the angry man for the Pittsburgh Steelers, signs a 3-year deal worth $123 million. He is now the highest paid non-quarterback in the NFL, and I know a lot of people have some stipulations based on the fact that he has had to change with the times, and he's not worth all the money, and nobody likes that these big guys are getting paid. And to an extent, I understand not liking these NFLers getting paid all this big money when you work for a certain amount of dollars an hour and you don't make enough money like these other people. I get that. But put your personal biases aside, this is a great move because it keeps TJ Watt in Pittsburgh. Why is that a big deal? Here is why TJ Watt staying in Pittsburgh is a big deal. He's a playmaker. That's what the Pittsburgh Steelers need right now. Their defense has been their trademark since the 1970s, and TJ Watt fits the mold. Now, I'm not gonna lie, there are some times where I question what exactly the Pittsburgh Steelers are doing as far as defense is concerned. Even leaders like TJ Watt and Cam Hayward have acted out of line once in a while, but a good 98% of the time, they are on point and they win the Steelers football games, especially with their struggling offense. All right, let's take a look at the stats. Everybody loves the stats, right? Because we got to have the stats. We'll put them over here this time. That's an editing note. Let's start the rookie year. 2017. All right, what a monster year for the rookie. 7 sacks and an interception. In 2018, he boosts it up. Hello. 13 sacks, no interceptions, but when you're playing the role of TJ Watt and you're playing the role that he's supposed to play on that defense, interceptions are kind of like a, hey, good for you if you can get those. We need you to sack the quarterback, and that's what he did 13 times that season. He moves on into the 2019 season, a scary season for the Pittsburgh Steelers when Ben Roethlisberger goes down with an elbow injury. Lots of problems. Juju Smith-Schuster is kind of on his way out. There's turmoil there. Chase Claypool's getting all nutty and weird and, you know, that deal. And so in comes Mason Rudolph. Down goes Mason Rudolph. In comes Devlin Hodges. Back comes Mason Rudolph. It was a whole situation. You know it. You understand. So the defense had to work some magic, and this is what TJ Watt was personally able to come up with. A big whopping 14 and a half sacks for this guy. And not only that, but he picked the ball off 2 times. Ridiculous. He was playing out of his mind multiple times that he has been considered for Defensive Player of the Year and all of these miscellaneous awards. That's a fantastic season, especially in a season where there's a lot of turmoil. 14 and a half sacks and 2 interceptions. My goodness. Especially because the players know you now. They know that you're a problem. They're going to double team you. And that's exactly why having your support staff helps. Cam Hayward there. Eventually, they get some other guys. Robert Spillane was there at one point. Now he's a little bit later, 2020-ish. So he would come the season later. But a bunch of guys, I could just keep listing them off if I wanted to, that helped Watt, took the pressure off of him enough that he could get to where he needs to go. Not that he's not already a friggin' magician. Now, do you remember the COVID year? Because I certainly remember the COVID year. We started off so great, and then we fell apart. I drink to forget, but I always remember. But enough about the Steelers in general. Let's talk about TJ Watt that season. An absolutely ridiculous season. Look at this right now. He does even better than the season before. 15 sacks, and he still gets an interception. So we're just getting better here, folks. He's performing at a high level. Great. And if you think he can't possibly get better, boy, are you wrong. 2021, which happens to be my senior year of high school, which I remember very clearly, he may not have gotten an interception in 2021, but this brother broke the threshold for the amount of sacks. 22.5 sacks for this guy. I mean, absolutely ridiculous. And we're not talking just these little dinky, like, oh, whatever. No, he is breaking through people double teaming this guy. And 22.5 sacks he still comes up with. I mean, the guy is just unstoppable. He is like the Chuck Norris that the Steelers needed. All right, 2022, little injured, 5.5 sacks because you drop everything, but 2 interceptions. Not bad. And then you get injured and it's a whole cluster and blah. Moving on to 2023, there's a lot going on in 2023. The context of the Steelers, I think, is relevant here because the Steelers are in a questionable, ooh, this is weird, you know, like, we're still not really over Big Ben leaving. The identity of the Steelers is kind of trying to change, but not really. And there's a lot of questions and the media's throwing stuff. But what stays the same? The friggin' defense, of course. TJ Watt says, I don't care about the out of circle distractions. Let's get to business. And he does so by recording not only an interception, but 19 sacks. I mean, okay, TJ, I see you. Then just this past year, a little bit of an interesting situation for TJ Watt because he played hurt. You can't deny it. He definitely played hurt. And on top of that, things get a little interesting when you're playing hurt, and especially with the season that the Pittsburgh Steelers had this past year, things are going to drop. But regardless, TJ Watt still performs and does what he needs to do. While there were no interceptions this year, he did stay consistent with his sack count, that being 11.5 sacks, so not bad. So really quickly, I don't have to explain to you why I like this move. TJ Watt is a Pittsburgh Steeler for life. He's just great. Now, do I like that he gets injured a lot? No, but I do like that he is out and about and fills the voids when we need him to, and he does his job. But because there's a lot of Cleveland Browns fans, including the idiots on the Cleveland Browns sports station that mouthed off about TJ Watt, let's compare some notes. So I want to present to you TJ Watt's stats from 23 to 25 versus Myles Garrett's 23 to 25. Now, first of all, I think Myles Garrett is a great player. I think he's just a little mouthy, so let me just bring you up these stats really quickly. Now, while TJ Watt played one extra game, 34 to Myles Garrett's 33 in this time period, the only stat that Myles Garrett beats TJ Watt in is something that I would argue is irrelevant compared to the other stats. TJ Watt beats him in interceptions, in sacks, in solo tackles, in forced fumbles, in fumble returns, and in yards on those returns. So, I'm sorry, TJ Watt is better than Myles Garrett.
You tripping, bro. You tripping.
He just is. Now, let's be honest here. Is everybody a little salty? Yeah, I guess so, but that's just Cleveland, and they're going to be salty. But Pittsburgh Steelers fans, you better be happy about it. This is a good deal, I promise. They made a mistake to let Greg Lloyd leave. They made a mistake to let James Harrison leave. They didn't make the mistake this time. Hope you liked the video. Let's go Steelers. Let's go TJ Watt. Love y'all. See ya.